Welcome to Hockey Ultimate Talk. It is March 4th, 2024, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new event here in NHL 24, talking about the patch dropping tomorrow, and we're going to play a game of Trade Bait. Now, Reek, we have a new event. It's the trade deadline event. Are you excited?
I'm in shock. I think that's the fair thing to say. I'm in shock. This is by far probably the most ridiculous event they've ever released in terms of confusion, the actual way it works, and honestly, for the most part, the cards aren't really that great. Most of them, at least.
It is baffling that the event is done like this, like in the first place that they released it, but the fact that they haven't changed anything since all the feedback and whatnot.
No, this is how it's supposed to work, straight up. I mean, this is not an accident. You know what I mean? Like, this is what they intended. This is what they want it to be.
It is. I went through it with different people, and we talked about it, and it was about an hour into the event, and we still didn't really understand it.
Yep.
Nobody understood what the hell was supposed to be happening. And essentially, EA has made it so that way you can't build who you want without, well, gambling.
Yep.
One, gambling is legitimately part of what you have to do here. And two, without spending 10 times as much as you're probably supposed to.
No, you know what I think my favorite part of the whole event has been though so far? On Friday, when the sets changed about 50 minutes after 5. I think that's my favorite part, right? Like you're like, wait a minute. So this, if you actually have that set makes it kind of tolerable, right? Like you can actually kind of eventually get the card you want. It's gonna just take some time.
Eventually, it's gonna take you 8 hours, but you'll get it done.
Yeah,
it's not super expensive.
Now you could spend. I mean, again, you'd eventually get what you want, but it would end up costing you so much more than it should.
118 collectible minimum.
Yep.
Minimum.
That's if everything
and
goes
that's
well.
If you get 5 in every single pack you open, which, by the way, is a discount. Because on Friday, that set expires and it becomes twice as expensive.
Yep, that's really the best part.
I don't understand, because, like, they've done different events this year. We did the Captain's event, which, personally, I kind of like the Captain's event because they gave you so many ways and so many collectibles. You were able to make 3 MSPs for free.
And that's what I was going to say with that event. Like, that was fine. Like, they tried something different, and that was fine because there was no RNG factor to it.
This one, you get nothing for free. You get a couple 87s if you play. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Yeah. But no free MSP. No guarantee of getting the card you want.
Yep.
It's way more expensive than it needs to be.
Everything's
just it's confusing as all hell.
Random.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Have you played... I have a question. Have you played Rush? Yeah,
I have. Yeah, it took me 4 games to finish it.
So that last pack you opened, what do you remember? What you got in it? Like the final.
You know what the best part is? I haven't opened it yet because it was in Glide and Glory.
Okay, someone said that they got in that pack the 5 random one, 5 Brad Richards.
Interesting.
So so people were trying to wonder is that what it is for everyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and open. I'll see if I can open that after the pod today.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
No, it sounds like they got.
I don't know. I posted a video yesterday on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it.
When? No. When did you post it?
Around this time yesterday. Of me talking about the event.
Oh, I think I saw it. Yeah.
Where I wanted the Patrick Kane collectibles.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't get a single Patrick Kane. So I turned 8 collectibles and 2 50 overall players into 2 collectibles. And that's it. I got nothing else. Nothing else to show for it. How is that okay? How is EA's like, yeah, no, this is how it's supposed to work. This is a good idea.
And it just sucks because this is it. Like these week 1 MSPs, regardless if they change it or not in week 2, think about it, the week 1 MSPs are gonna always be, for the rest of the year, very, very hard to get.
3 wings MSPs, by the way, so my all wings build, suffering.
Taking a hit. Have you gotten any of them maxed out?
No.
No, right? Have you even bothered?
I started Patrick Kane because I started doing it on stream and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think he's at an 86.
Oh my god. How many sets did you do? How many sets did you do to get to that?
To 4.
Just crazy.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's embarrassing too, because honestly, the event system hasn't been too bad this year, right? We started with we're doing 1 collectible. The power-up collectible is how we're gonna do it, and it's you know what? There's some good and some bad about that, but at least it's consistent. And then they're like, yeah, we're gonna do event collectibles for part of it, and then we're gonna make you use 118 50 overall players.
Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like
Also 50 overall players. Why are they 50 overall players? Why are we not just using regular collectibles or something?
yeah, like why does it have to be 50 overall versions of them? Like why doesn't it just like say like I don't know, just event booster collectible or something, right? Like why do you need to have so many different ones? Like why does each player need to have their own unique MSP at 50 overall? It's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the event. I don't think anyone is a fan of the event. And it doesn't seem like anything's going to be changing. Week 2 is this Friday.
We'll find out. Yeah, Week 1's certainly not changing at this point. It's Monday. They're not changing. They didn't change it on Friday. They're not changing it now.
No, they're not changing it. Yeah, and that's
And yeah, you can't. And that's another thing people don't like when it's not power up. You can't power them down. These cards, like that's it.
So that's the big part of the events this year is that you can build the MSP, you can downgrade them, you get some collectibles back, so you can move on and do another one. That's fine. You can't do that with this.
Yep.
So it's twice as expensive, and you can't get a refund.
And I agree. No one should participate in this event. Honestly, don't dump all your stuff into this event. It's really such a waste. It's such a waste.
Absolutely agree. Now, one thing I will say, I was talking to somebody on stream yesterday, I think it was, and they were saying, so you're not going to open any packs for this event, right? I am 1,000% opening my rewards on this event. Now, I'm not buying packs. I'm not spending money. I haven't spent money in a while. I know you're not spending money. Sleeves isn't spending money. I'm not spending money.
Yeah.
But I would love to get that Patrick Kane for my Wings team, or that Murphy, or that Richards for my Wings team. That's just reality.
Of course. Like,
so while I'm not sitting there saying we should buy packs, I'm definitely opening my rewards.
Yeah, and that's understandable. I'm at the point where I'm starting to save though now for team of the season, like my packs.
I was going to save, and then I realized that the first one's always the worst one. So
yeah, last year was like the rookie, right?
Last year was the first week of team season was pretty bad.
Well, I think team of the season in general was pretty bad.
I mean, it was pretty bad, but yeah, I like the rookie one was like meh. Like,
yeah.
I didn't want any of the cards really.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe something will be better this year.
I mean, hopefully the card art is better. I mean, that was a yikes last year for the team of the season.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but
that was not.
Old man, thank you for the raid.
Yep, W raid, of course.
And fake old man hi down there as
well.
Fake?
What do you mean fake?
Well, no, there's old man gaming, and then who raided us, and then there's old man gamer.
Who's the oldest one?
I don't know. One says 55 and one says 1973. If you were born in 1973, you would be 51, but Old Man Gaming has 55 in his name, so if he was born in 55, bam, problem solved.
True. Actually true.
So yeah, there's your trade deadline event. A bunch of useless crap. Patrick Kane.
Yeah. I think we definitely need to talk about the Taylor Hall. We really do. We really have to talk about the Taylor Hall card.
All right, so if you guys didn't see, a Taylor Hall flashback card was leaked on Friday. Somehow put into packs, and people were pulling them.
Yeah, I mean, so okay, what do you think? Do you think that's one of those free cards again, or do you think it's a part of the event?
I don't see a scenario where they just randomly put in a fucking Taylor Hall card.
Yeah.
From years ago. It doesn't make any sense unless it's a flashback card.
I feel like so you think it's gonna come out this week or next week?
I think it'll come out tomorrow.
You do, right?
I think tomorrow we're gonna be like, man, this event's absolutely terrible, and then there's gonna be moments for a free 94, and people will be like, get a free 94
my question is though, what are those Adam Larson cards? What is all that? You know?
I think that instead of regular collectibles, because you get collectibles for completing moments, stuff like that, you're gonna get like Adam Larson collectibles, and you're just gonna have to trade them in that way.
Yeah,
kind of like a tutorial for the event.
Yeah, no, that's probably what it actually is gonna be. That makes sense. Like, I mean, I like the different like ideas they do here. I do, but it's just. I feel like they're just like trying to like just do something brand new, just crazy without any sort of like real thought for it, you know? That's what especially for the the way to make the MSPs from week 1 of this event, right? Like, do you really need to try to do that? Like, the game's not 100% dead. Do that in August and see what happens. Then okay.
Yes, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, Reek. If only there was a program where you could have people who play Hut for a living talk and discuss about different events and ideas regarding the mode, and maybe presenting them these ideas and getting feedback on them, could help shape the way hut is done. Maybe if there was a program where you can get, like, hypothetically, you, me, someone like No Sleeves, and we discuss, Hockey Ultimate Team and different events and how they should work to try and get the best way things done, and just get the most out of events in that. That might be a good idea, and maybe something we need to bring up to EA, just like we were going to bring up a Discord last week.
Yeah, I mean, these are all just fantastic ideas to, provide great feedback and for situations like these to not happen, because I think a lot of people are actually really pissed off about this event. Like actually pissed off to the point where they actually are not playing anymore. Like, you might have people come back for Team of the Season when it comes out, but I think a lot of people are probably going to say, I'm done with this event. Like, they're not going to play this whole event, probably.
Oh, why would they? You're playing for nothing right now.
You are. You can't make, the current event, you can't get the cards in a normal fashion.
Yeah, people are pretty, pretty upset. And rightfully so. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I think this is probably the biggest... Here's the thing. I say this is going to be the biggest mistake EA's done. But we had the Rivals Rewards fuck up multiple times, and we had the Champs Rewards fuck up, and all these different things, right? Like, all these mistakes that all it takes is a little bit of communication, a little bit of talking, a little bit of hey, we have an idea. What do you think? And then we can be like, your ideas are stupid. And they'd be like, fair enough. Problem solved. End of the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just wish that we were able to like provide feedback on something that like they're trying to change in the game, like for an event. Like, that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to know like the events, every event, MSP, every MSP player, because first of all, it's not as exciting as a content creator to like just see the event and be like, oh yeah, I knew these 5 players were getting cards. It's kind of dumb. Second of all, I just think, again, if you're trying something brand new, it should definitely be kind of pitched to like us, the content creators. I hate, like, I'm not saying we should have the final say, because that's not, we shouldn't have that much power to like be the reason if something is added or not. But if they see our opinion and think that, okay, well, if 6, 7, or 8 people think that this is not a good idea, well, maybe we should try to do something different about it at least.
I mean, I agree. And if we could get Sleeves in here, he'd agree.
100%. Oh, I mean, there's no creator that I saw that thought this was a good idea, right? I mean, I haven't seen anyone.
No. I just it's a frustrating situation to be in, and like, there's not even anything for us to be like, at least there's some redeeming qualities about this event.
No,
they gave us a couple 87s.
Yeah, no, cool. and the other thing too that I think is a big L too. I don't know how you feel about it, but the event cards, why 85s, really? For guys that get traded, they turn into 87. Like, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Anthony Duclair, what's he going to do? Get traded to going to be an 87, and all of a sudden he's going to be a 99, like, in April? How? Like, what are you, like, afraid of? You can't... They should all be 90. That's it, straight up. Minimum 90.
I'm going to interject here. Old Man Gaming, I respect the hell out of you, and I appreciate the raid and whatnot, but respectfully, that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that EA is, like, purposely making the event bad so that way we waste our resources and can't make the cards that we want.
Yeah, it's basically, again, it's a way to drain all your collection before Team of the Season.
Yeah,
that seems like that's actually the intention, it feels like.
It's not about the casual player not caring. Like, if the casual player wants to make Patrick Kane, they physically cannot make that.
That's the biggest problem. Like, it's one thing if it costs a lot. Like, I understand that. But the fact that, like, you could have 2 million coins. Like, obviously you can just buy it on the auction house, I get it. But if you wanted to make it with, like, collectibles, you pretty much can't guarantee you'd have enough. That's
the problem, right? It's literally, if you want it, you have to gamble.
Yeah.
And that's the dumbest thing, I think.
No, I mean...
They could have just made it a simple event.
Like, they might as well have, honestly, like, they might as well have just made a set where it's like you trade in, I don't know, maybe 40 collectibles, and it's like maybe like Stars of the Month, and it's just done like a random 1 of 2 choice of the MSPs and hope you get lucky with the 94 you want. That would be better. Like, it literally would be better.
Yep. That's what they do for Team of the Year and Team of the Season. Yep. You can't build the one that you want unless you have
the MSPs or X Factors or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Obviously, the event is a mistake and doesn't seem to be getting fixed. So
no, it's the furthest thing from a good event, I think. So hopefully they hear our feedback, right? I think they would say that like their feedback's been negative. I mean, it just has been.
Yeah, there's no
way they're gonna say that they're seeing people say that there's good reception from it.
There's no way that they go into a board meeting and they're like, yeah, so we dropped a new HUD event And honestly, it went pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Like everyone seems to be really stoked. There's a lot of 50 overall cards being made, and eventually someone might make a 94. So
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
now we're gonna move on and talk about the brand new patch coming to NHL 24 tomorrow, March 5th. Should drop probably around noon. They usually drop around that time Eastern. And it's not a massive patch, but there are some changes coming to the game. Reek, do you have it open at all?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. I mean, there is some intriguing changes. I mean, what I find the most intriguing for sure is the abilities getting like touched a little bit here. I mean, and they're all like increased though. None of them got like nerfed. They're all just like bumps, right? They're kind of like buffing them up here. Honestly,
so looking at the patch,
like so.
Not
the first one is increased bonus of Shrug It Off. I mean, to reduce stamina drain from hits. I mean, does that really? I mean, I guess that could be decent.
It's becoming a really popular.
Is it?
X Factor. Yep.
Interesting, because that's like reverse hitting, right? Basically.
It's so that way like it became really popular at Cole Caulfield. When you get hit, he doesn't lose a ton of energy for getting hit.
Oh, okay, it's about the energy mainly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's getting even buffed even more. So that way when he gets hit or somebody with it on gets hit, they'll lose even less energy.
So
they won't stay on the ice for a long time. Like they'll get up pretty much immediately and keep going.
So Caulfield has that Shrug It Off.
He does, yeah.
So yeah, that actually be really be good. So a lot of small players hopefully get that, right?
Increased Ice Pack and Shutdown X Factor, a more stamina stuff here.
Yeah.
If you block a shot, see here's my thing. I looked at Shutdown and I'll look at it again here, but it doesn't say anything about block shots.
No, right?
So I'm not quite sure what it means by that, because it says increase the bonus. Ice Pack and Shutdown X Factor applies to reduce stamina drain on block shots. Let me say here, because like I don't remember it having anything on for block shots. It's usually
it does says also greatly improve shot blocking and hitting strength.
Interesting.
That's what it says.
All right, so there we go. That was definitely changed from last year.
Yeah.
As was like Born Leader. Block shots is a big thing for that as well. They added that in for block shots. So there you go. So blocking shots will drain less stamina.
It's pretty interesting.
Weird, I guess. Back at you, that's just reverse hitting. Larger knockdowns, and I believe I read earlier. Yeah, so if you look at back at you, which is reverse hitting, if you go down the gameplay updates, it also says reduce friction on reverse hit to allow puck carrier to maintain momentum and recover loose pucks easier.
So that means if you,
so if you're going to be reverse hitting, the odds of you like keeping the puck is going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's a big change. That's a big change, because a lot of people don't use back at you or anything like that, or reverse hitting. Well, you don't, because you lose the puck even if you.
That's it too. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Right. So there you go. That's there's a couple of changes. Bouncer. I don't know anyone who uses Bouncer.
Yeah, I mean it only costs like 1 or 2 AP, right? So maybe it'll be decent. I don't know.
Toss it on. Win more puck battles in front of the net. And then the big one is they increased quick pick.
Yeah.
And every defenseman I use has quick pick, so this is going to be good for me.
I mean, yeah, it's increasing it to disrupt more passes, and obviously that's what a lot of people complain about. Oh, cross crease, I can't defend a cross crease. Everything gets through. Well, we'll see.
Well, personally, I don't think it should be an X factor, and it should just be a thing.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, for sure, you shouldn't have to have an X factor on to be able to.
You shouldn't have to have an X factor in order to be able to intercept the pass.
Yeah,
you shouldn't.
100%.
If you're in the NHL, you know how to put your stick on the ice to stop a pass.
For sure.
But, it's something, man. It's something. Now, I'm going to interject here because I've seen a few rumors come out here, and we're talking, hockey talk and whatnot. Philip Hronek is asking for $8 million a year on his contract. Dog, if you're getting $8 million, it's not going to be from Vancouver.
Yeah, they just couldn't do that. I mean, straight up,
they can't afford that. There's no way.
Especially they just gave Pettersson a big deal. You're gonna give $8 million out to a second pair defenseman. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for somebody who watched Philip Hronek for years here in Detroit. Good defenseman offensively, pretty bad defensively, and I'm not giving him $8 million a year. No shot now.
Respectfully, $8+ million D man. You gotta be top pair at least for sure, and then you gotta be top probably 20 defensemen in the league to be making that kind of money.
Yeah. What do we think? Now, news came out about Moritz Seider and Lucas Raymond looking at deals like soon that we could be getting contracts. What do we think that Seider's going to get? If Hronek's asking for $8 million, like,
well, I mean, is he going?
Concerning.
Is it going to be long term or is it a bridge? You think?
Yeah, we haven't heard much. I would be shocked if it's not more than if it's like 4 or 5. Sorry, I think it'll be 4 or 5.
Not going to be 8.
I don't think it'll be 8.
Yeah, 8s are pretty aggressive. I mean, money wise, term per year, probably like a 7 or 8 AAV.
I'm
would
okay with
think.
that.
Yeah,
but like, would you rather pay Cider $8 million?
Well, for sure. He
8
also
million,
because he's way younger too, Cider. So
he's also
definitely-
way younger. That's fair. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot for Philip Cronin.
It is. It is.
That's-
He's an offensive defenseman. I mean, Cider obviously can do two-way, right? So.
Now, we talked about the patch. Now, there's not really anything else in the patch.
I mean, there's some jerseys and stuff. That's the
yeah.
Devil Stadium Series jersey. I like that.
And if you guys were concerned about your player flopping on the ice like a fish, moving your stick like that,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happens. They have a seizure. Apparently, that is getting fixed.
Yep.
So there you go.
Hot
Little
various
hat in there.
UI fixes. What do you think they're fixing?
Probably when you press X multiple times on champs, the game crashes. Hopefully that's done.
Love that.
Yeah, that's been in the game for a couple years, but hopefully now is the time that has been fixed.
Yeah, you would hope. You would really, really hope.
So we've talked about NHL 24 trade deadline event. Now, I was going to say we could talk about the content today. There's no content.
No.
Still no content on Monday.
Nope. Wish, really wish.
So, you know.
What do you think?
Cool.
What do you think of all the content in general on Friday, though? Besides the MSPs, I guess. And
I mean, I'll go through it again, but like,
just
85 Brandon Montour, 86 Shane Gostisbehere.
Yep.
Let's see. What else do we have that's out right now? Impacts. We have the 92 prototype cards are pretty solid.
they were decent, yeah.
I'll give you that. That's pretty decent. They all have the same synergies.
They're all basically the same card outside of Lindgren. Lindgren's like I think a bit faster. Everyone else is the same exact speed and pretty much the same exact like everything. Yeah.
85 Geeky, 85 Parisi, 85 Noonan, 85 Grubauer, 87 Granlund, 87 Fiala. Who is I don't know anyone using these cards. And then yeah, the trade deadline cards. 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 86, 86, 87. Wow.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not saying that. I mean, I think they should all be higher, like at least 89, 90. But like, really, that many 85s? It's kind of silly. Because not even all these guys are gonna get traded, probably.
Not only will they not all get traded, but like even at 87, is anyone using any of them?
No, it's for fodder. Like it's like they're literally just like, here, we're releasing cards for you to trade into sets. That's what it is. Like, and it's such a joke. I hate. They should never release cards with the idea of okay, these aren't actually usable cards. I have such a problem with that.
Fully agree.
Like especially in March.
There's a few that came out that are awesome, but like 87 Genselm, the guy's over a point per game.
Yep, that's actually so. And he's one of the top targets. Why is he 87? Everly's 92.
I know. It's screwed up. It is.
Like that makes no sense.
It's tough, man. It's really tough.
It makes absolutely no sense.
So, what's my thought on content? What content?
Yeah.
What is there to be excited about?
There is no content. That's really what it is. It's just cards.
It would be cool, like, hear me out. This is going to be a dumb idea that maybe nobody's ever thought of, and it's you know, maybe something I just want to throw out there and try, all right? So hear me out. What if there was, like, a tournament sometime throughout the week?
Yeah.
Where every win you got, you could get a pack with a random trade deadline player in it.
Yeah.
So that way you could, you know, maybe get a chance at the trade deadline player that you wanted. And then they could go up, right? Because if they get traded, they go to 87 or something. And the more you win, the more the overall opens in the pack, right? So if you win one game, you get an 85, but like you have a chance at an 86.
Yeah.
But if you win like 10 games, you get an 85 guarantee, but you have a chance at like a 92. You know what I mean? Maybe something like that.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe a competitive season type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just it's funny because like all these ideas like we have, and it's just like in the end. It's things that have been in the game before too. That's what really hurts the most. Like, it's like all these things are technologically possible. Like they have done it before. You know, it's not like add this. Add a brand new mode. We're not asking for anything crazy. We're asking for whatever's in the game to utilize it to the best of it. Their ability, right? Like, just you're telling me you couldn't throw a comp season out for trade deadline. Like you just couldn't.
You throw a comp season out. Hey, if you want to join the comp season, you need to have a couple trade deadline cards on your team. But wait, we give you some for free anyways, so you can use them. Problem solved.
You don't have to go. You don't have to spend coins. You don't have to spend cards. You can literally just play the game and earn them.
I feel like we're gonna do the podcast every week, and we're just gonna bitch.
That's what it's always been, and that's the sad part. Like, and that's the problem. We've been doing. When did we start doing NHL 22? I think we started doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yep.
sad part. And there's ever a year where we're like, oh, wow, like, this is great, everything's going well.
We'll see how the game feels tomorrow after the patch, right? Maybe people's opinion on the gameplay will turn around. I personally kind of like the gameplay. Like,
I think it's okay. Obviously, there's some flaws for sure, but I
Yeah,
think it's an okay state. Some people saying it's the worst gameplay ever is crazy to me.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
I would take this over 23 literally every day of the week.
Yeah.
But I can see why. Like, I think goalies are really bad right now.
Goalies are by far the worst part of the gameplay.
We were talking about that earlier though. Somebody said like they think that they changed goalies over the last like couple weeks. They haven't. It's just that overalls have jumped so high so quick.
Yep.
Like we do have we're at 99 high.
I mean, yeah, there's literally so many cards at 99 max shot. I mean,
yeah,
like that's just how it is.
Like that Austin Matthews card. When that card
Yeah.
dropped, it was like, okay, it doesn't
That's
matter
endgame.
what goalie
That
you
card's
have.
endgame.
He's gonna snipe on you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It is unfortunately the sad reality that goalies just don't matter. Again, I use 79 Stolars. I've used him for months,
Yeah.
and I don't see a scenario where I need to get rid of him because he does just as good as any other goalie.
It's the truth. Like it really is. Off topic.
Actually,
but
that being said, sorry.
Thrash's hair looks great today. That's what someone said.
Oh, thank you. That's a lie. But I picked up that Sebastian Cosa. Actually, I pulled him.
Yeah.
So far, I am 22-1 with him.
Jesus.
With a 1.87 and 84.98. I went 16-2 in champs, I believe.
No abilities on him, right or no?
No ability. No, he has post to post,
Oh,
but I
you
don't
don't
have
use
it on.
it. Okay.
So he's very good. I started out the week pretty bad. Like I think I lost like 2 of my first 4 or something. And since then, I added Costa. He's been very good for me.
Interesting. Maybe I'll have to look.
Yeah,
I'll have to check him out. Honestly, I mean, I'm not opposed to a new goalie.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'6", I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, 6'6", and wings prospects. So there you go. You know?
Yeah, it works out for you, right?
Absolutely. At least I got 1 wing out of this event. It's not even from the event. It's from
Oh my god.
the
Yeah.
week card, but whatever, you know.
Are they gonna fix the picks for franchise tomorrow? I don't know
I
that.
didn't even know if anything
I guess
wrong
what he
with
means
it.
is like, do they do that? Do they update that? Like when like teams actually trade first round picks when there's a roster update, do they actually fix that? I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
No,
I
right?
haven't played franchise mode in like 2 years now because I think it's
Not at all. Okay, that's what someone said.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
It's been how many years since it's been identical?
Yeah. Oh, they do. So I just
Right.
go over it. So I don't know then.
I don't know.
DBJ, what's
I
up?
don't play it. I'm sorry.
No, I get it.
With that being said, though, speaking of trading picks, let's do a little game of trade bait if you want.
Yeah, I'm 100% down. Let's
So
go.
what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to name a player. There's a TSN trade bait list, 45 different items on it. I say items because there are like draft picks on there. And I'm just going to say, hey, where do you think this player is going? You're going to give me a name. Now, I did already do 10 players today on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to check it out. I had a great time doing that video, doing something not NHL 24 related.
Wow,
So,
shocking.
doing more of that. Yeah, but no, it's doing a lot better than I was expecting
There
to.
you go.
I thought it was going to get like 1,000 views. It's already over 1,000.
Well, there you go. That's awesome.
An hour in. So
That's awesome.
very happy with that. So if you guys want to check it out, Thrash Hockey. I changed my name on YouTube.
Yep. It's a new era.
New era and less NHL 24. Oh my god.
Great.
Feels really good
Great,
to say.
yeah, great day to be alive, really.
So Reek, I've already done a bunch of these players. We're gonna go through here. I will give my pick as well during the podcast.
Yeah.
You know. But let's start with, and if you think a player is going to stay where they are, just say that.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Like if you think a player is not getting traded, there you go.
Yep.
But we're going to start with Matt Dumba from the Arizona Coyotes.
That's an interesting player. That's a really interesting player. I mean, he's a right D, right? Everyone's always obsessed with right Ds, and
Yep.
I mean, it's gonna sound funny, but if I had to, make a quick decision, Leafs, and you want to know why? Because Labushkin just got hurt.
My video, that's why.
No, I actually didn't yet, but no, seriously.
Oh, Nick.
Okay, I was streaming when it came out, right? I think.
Watch it on stream. What do you want from me?
Okay. But I think Leafs, though, and the reason why is especially now because Labushkin got hurt, so maybe they need another right D, right? I know it's a head injury, but still.
I also said the Leafs. I think would be a good spot for him. Although I thought it was really funny. I think it was Friedman that said Justin Hall.
Justin Hall, imagine.
That's so funny.
So they're just in the right D, probably. So
they are obviously interested in right D. They don't have any right D.
that's a problem.
Right?
I saw they had a game where they had 6 lefties.
Yeah, so you need to get something on the right side. The Wings had that problem for years.
Yeah, literally forever. I remember all with Datsuk and their whole team was lefty, not even just the defense, right?
Literally all the forwards, everyone. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But so Matt Dumba, Toronto, we both agree on that one. What about Adam Henrique, your namesake?
Yeah. You know, I think there's two teams. I mean, I don't want to say it, but the Rangers I think is definitely one, and the other
Yeah.
one I think is the Avalanche for sure. Like I think they need another center, and I feel like that'd
They
be a
do
good
need
fit.
another center.
That'd be a good
I
fit.
said the Rangers.
Yeah. Oh God.
So
That would hurt so
I,
much.
I love me some Adam Henrique, obviously
Oh,
from his
for
days here
sure.
in Windsor. But yeah, I mean, it is. It wouldn't be shocking to see him in a Rangers jersey. He's definitely getting traded, right?
Oh, he's a
Like,
UFA.
he's
He
not
has to.
staying.
Has
he
to.
has to. So Adam Henrique, you say Colorado or New York?
I hope
tend to
Colorado,
agree.
but I think Rangers, unfortunately.
All right, let's go a little bit off the board here. Let's do somebody different. Someone I didn't really talk about. Scott Lawton of the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah, you gotta think they're gonna trade him. You really do. I'm trying to think of like a good fit. Does he make a lot? I don't know what his contract situation is, but
He has 2 years left
ooh, so he's not a free agent. Okay.
at $3 million.
Oof.
He's not making a lot.
Yeah, not a lot, but like, I mean, you'd have to hope. Probably
39 points in 60 games.
39 he has?
Yep.
You're serious? 39 points in 60 games. That's like
9
crazy.
goals, 30
Is
assists.
that a career high?
1 second.
Or like
Hold
it's
up.
got to be
I'm
close, right? Like I feel like Scott Law never had that many points. I don't know. It doesn't take a lot for him.
taking a look at his stats right now. Last year he put up 43 points.
So it's probably gonna be a career high.
He's on pace to do worse than last year.
Really?
Yep.
Surprised.
He's on pace. He's on pace for legitimately 41 points, and he had 18 goals last year.
Okay, he has 39 points. You said, right?
31.
Oh, I think you said 39.
No, you know what? This might. Hold on. This does say 39.
Okay, yeah, that's,
This says 39, and his NHL page says 31.
okay. I was gonna say because that's why I was stunned when you said 39. I was like, wait, this guy's 40 points
Yeah,
already.
no.
I was
Yeah,
stunned.
it says. So his page here, the page I'm looking at, the TSN on TSN says he has 9 goals, 30 assists.
But on NHL.com it says 30.
He has 9 goals, 22 assists.
So yeah, I would trust NHL probably.
I'm gonna trust the NHL on that one. Weird.
I mean,
Hey, thank you,
I don't
Tracy.
know if he's gonna get traded. Honestly, like that's an interesting one. Like, because it's not like they have to trade him, right? He's not
They
a
don't have to,
UFA,
no,
so that's the thing.
no.
Like,
But apparently he is
drawing a
very
lot of
popular.
interest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had to say, maybe Nashville. Honestly.
Yeah, out of nowhere, they're just on this heater.
Because I mean, they won 8 in a row, and they're obviously gonna make the playoffs now. I mean, I could see Nashville maybe, right? I mean, they love like those type of forwards, right? Like the grinder centers, right? They have O'Reilly already. I could see that.
Yeah. Let's move on then, and we'll go.
Who do you
this
think
will be-
for Lawton?
I think he stays.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's also possible.
Personally, I think he stays, but it's possible that all these players stay. So
For
it's kind of a
sure.
boring answer if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But let's go with Anthony Mantha. Having a great season.
Yeah. I mean, he makes a lot of money though, doesn't he?
He makes a decent amount of money, and he's done a contract year. And the problem is, it's Anthony Mantha. So
He is a free agent though.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
The problem is, every time he has a contract year, he has a great year. And then the years in between, he does not do well.
How about Carolina? That's what I think.
Yeah, I could see it. He's already put up 20 goals this year.
Yeah, Carolina's always looking
Easy.
for like another good forward. I think Carolina. That's my
Terrible. He's not very good defensively.
No, not really. No.
And you really don't want to see him fighting, as he breaks something every time he fights.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, that could be someone that could help. He's only playing 14 minutes a night, too.
Ooh, so yeah, that's not bad. Getting 20 goals playing that little.
Yeah.
Probably
that's what
doesn't
I'm
even
saying.
play first power play, does he?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Capitals. I'm sorry.
No, I don't
Just
either.
being honest. Speaking of the Capitals, what about Joel Edmondson?
I think he's gonna just. I mean, he's probably like a 7th or 8th defenseman for a good team. I mean, I don't think he'd actually be playing for anyone. I don't think at least. I mean, I don't think he's that great, is he? I'd say
only 6 points in 30 or 42 games.
it's not about points though with him. I don't think, but
he's a big physical. Shut down.
Maybe Edmonton. I don't know. Just like a little depth defenseman. I think.
I said Detroit.
Yeah, that's not horrible. Don't you want righties though?
Well, he's lefty.
I know, but don't you want a righty?
Oh, yeah, I want righty. However, if we're trading Ghost,
that's fair.
and if you're looking for help defensively, you know what I mean. Like he hits and he blocks shots.
Yeah,
that's all he does. You know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know there was a few teams that came out and said that, or it had come out that a few teams were interested. For whatever reason, Detroit came to mind when I heard that.
I mean, it's possible. I can see that fit for sure.
You want to say Pavel Buchnevich?
I don't think he's getting traded.
No?
I don't think he's getting traded because apparently I saw that Doug Armstrong, that's his name, right? That's the Blues GM.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he wants like a very big package for him because he should though. I mean,
Well, I could give him a really big package.
okay. Yeah, what, the Red Wings or something else?
Yeah, Jonathan Berggren a first, whatever else.
So I think no for him because, well, I don't know. They said he wants a lot, but then they said that he wants the Lindholm package, which is not that crazy. I don't think it's a first round
Not
pick
bad,
and 2
yeah.
prospects, so it's not like
Yeah.
it just depends. I guess what team would want to do that, right? I don't know.
I mean, he's over a point per game his last 3 seasons. A little bit under this year, but
I mean, yeah, some of the
um,
shots at a first for Buchnevich, like that's a crazy thing. I mean, I think he's definitely worth a first.
he's definitely worth a
He's
first.
a great
Yeah.
player.
He's putting up points. Like, let me see. Last year he put up 26 goals in 63 games. He had 30 the year before that.
Yeah, like
He's at 24 and 58 so far this year.
yeah, he's like a pretty close to a 30 goal scorer like the last 3 years. So I mean,
And since he's joined St. Louis, I know it's a arbitrary stat, but he's a plus 54.
yeah, and the Blues aren't even that great of a team, really.
Yeah. So he's playing 20 minutes a night. You know what I mean? Like that's
No, I like him.
that's a good player.
Yeah, I don't think
He's-
I don't think he's getting moved though. I really don't.
Yeah. I said I don't think he'll get traded. If he were to, I said Buffalo. They need
Really? You think they well, I mean,
Well, he's not a free agent.
It's not. Yeah, I guess not like they're really like buying in quotes, right? I mean,
Yeah, he's not a free agent, right?
Yeah.
Like it's somebody that you get for another year. Try next year, see what you can do.
exactly. You have a chance.
Montreal Canadiens, Jake Allen.
I mean, he's a free agent, right? So they probably kind of have to trade him, right? But I think I don't. Even,
He has one. He has 1 year after this.
oh no, he's not getting traded. Who wants him? He's not even good. Like I hate to say it, like he's not even having a good year though, is he? Like at all?
I mean, is anyone on Montreal having a good year? Suzuki's doing better now, but
Yeah, I mean an 892. I mean, is any is any serious contender trading for Jake Allen? That's what I'm trying to say. Probably not.
if you get desperate enough, yes, absolutely.
Carolina, but like I don't. I mean, they have Kochekov now. Like, are they gonna like? What's the point? Like, Kochekov's better than Allen.
Again, if somebody gets desperate enough, he's 100% gone.
For sure. I mean, you never know. If a goalie goes down tonight, then maybe they need to get him, right? That's the thing. Like you never know.
He had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight years in the NHL of above 900 save percentage. Some of them over 920.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a few good years for sure. I mean, but
Right? Yeah, his last couple years have been bad. He's playing for Montreal.
no, it's true, but
I see it. I could definitely see a GM going, well, he was shit before, but we have
Yeah.
better players in front of him.
that's what it is. Yeah, you could make the case of like, oh, good team, he'll play better, right?
How about number 11 on the board here, Tyler Toffoli?
I mean, they're pissing me off, the Devils. I mean, I think they're going to probably not trade him, though, which I don't agree with. I think they probably should, unless they sign him before the deadline. But the fact that, like, because they came out and said today, Tom Fitzgerald, he said that, they're going to basically try to keep him, essentially, like, more than likely. So, like, even if they can't sign him before the deadline, they're going to just try to hope they sign him in free agency, I guess, which is really, I don't agree with that. Because I think you get at least a second for him. At least
You
a second.
definitely get something for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't agree with not. Like, either sign him now or trade him. Like, if he's not signed by the deadline, you got to trade him. I'm sorry. I just think that's really bad
agree.
asset management. If he does get traded, I think Vegas, though. What do you think?
I was saying Colorado.
Yeah, that's also a good one. I mean, any good team could use him. He's a good player.
I mean, yeah, that's, yeah.
He scores goals. He has 25 goals. I mean, he's a good player, but...
Yeah. A few more names here before we
ask
answer some
questions.
questions
Yeah.
and whatnot, but we'll go with the big name on the board here, Noah Hannafin.
Lightning. I think Lightning. Somehow, I think it's going to end up being the Lightning, because apparently that's where he wants to go, too, right? So,
After the Sergachev injury, you know what? Like, that was
Yeah.
written in the stone.
yeah,
there.
I think... that's what you think, too, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Jake Gensel?
That's a really interesting one. I mean, because I know Edmonton wants him. I know that, but it's tough. I'm going to say... Gensel... I'm going to say Vancouver. Wow. I think they're going all in.
Vancouver.
Yeah, I think they're going all in.
I went with Vegas.
Okay. I respect that.
I mean, they lost Stone. They have some
Oh,
room
yeah,
right now.
they have Cap,
and
that's for sure, as usual.
we'll see what happens when the playoffs come around.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good idea.
And then throw Detroit in as a wild card on that one.
Yeah, I mean, The thing is, you
A lot of
gotta
rumors.
this is gonna be a sign and trade probably too, right? You'd think like they're gonna sign probably.
We will see. Yeah, it's gonna depend on what happens. If he's a pure rental, Vegas 100%.
That's the thing, yeah, because
If
obviously
it's a sign and
they
trade,
can't keep him,
then
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
then we'll see. You know what I mean?
It's a good point. I feel like you're not gonna give a lot of assets if you're not gonna be able to sign him either, though. That'd be kind of dumb.
Two more here I want to bring up. Because you're a Devils fan, Jacob Markstrom. You think you're gonna be grabbing him after what came out today?
Yeah, if it's not by this week, it's gonna be in the off season the way they're talking, right? So I mean, the Devils. I mean, I think if he's getting traded, it's gonna be the Devils, no question about it. I think. I don't think I don't think any of the team's actually interested in him right now. That's what it feels like at least. So you think that would kind of create leverage for the Devils, right? If no one else kind of wants him, but at the same time they don't have to trade him though, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's not a situation like Kachuk.
Yeah.
Where he's forcing his way out, or it's not a situation like Berggren right now in Detroit, who's not willing to sign and whatnot. Like,
right.
I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. What do you think the Devils will give up?
I mean, I hope not at first. I mean, goalies to me, you rarely get first round picks for goalies. It's pretty rare. Like, when was the last time my goalie actually got traded for a first round pick? I really don't know, honestly. I remember Corey Schneider back in the day. That was a first. That was 9th overall. But, I mean, probably Holtz, which I really don't want them to do. But I think that would be really dumb to trade Holtz. But, I mean, he would probably be a part of it.
I mean, it'll probably be a part of it.
It's just dumb because he's 34 years old. Like, it's not that I'm saying Markstrom's not good. I 100% get that. But, like, it's like you're basically saying, let's trade our potential 30-goal scorer, minimum, that we just drafted a few years ago for a 34-year-old goalie that might be only good for 2 more years. You know? Like, I don't know.
I mean, 2 more years is about the window that the Devils have, though, right? And then
I mean, yeah, judging by this year, maybe you're right. I don't know. I mean, Jesus.
I mean, I said that yesterday on Twitter, and I only said that just to piss you off.
I was thinking about replying, but I was like, yeah, I don't want to get into this right now.
But in case y'all didn't see it on Twitter, Sleeves was talking about the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, he's obsessed with them, so...
I mean, he's not wrong though, right? You were expecting them to have a really good year, and that just didn't happen.
But like,
right? It was a disappointing.
But there's reasons why. Like, it's not like a shock to the point of like I can't believe it. You know?
Was it a disappointing season?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. So he said that it was a disappointing season, and I replied that clearly last year was just them overachieving, and it's back to reality. You can't spell Devils without LLLLLLLLL.
I think for sure they overachieved a little bit last year. They're not an 111-point team, but they should have been like 100-point this year. They should have at least made the playoffs. That's no question, I think. But
I agree. We'll see what happens next year. Here's the thing. I don't think it'll happen. But if it's like this again next year, yeah, I don't know. Y'all got to start thinking about doing something different.
Oh, for sure. But like, who are you getting rid of though? Everyone's locked up long term. Yeah, okay, your best player. Are you dumb?
Maybe time for a new captain.
So strip Nico or trade him.
Trade him.
Even better. I mean, these players
have these
contracts are too good value. Though. That's the problem too. Like Hughes making $8 million. Nico makes less than Hughes. I mean, like he makes like $7 million or something. Why would we ever get rid of these players?
I think that a good trade would be Nico to Anaheim for Trevor Zegras.
That is so bad. That's so bad. This guy Nico was a Selke finalist last year. Zegras can't play any defense.
No, bro, like throw in like Cam Fowler or something and even
Cam Fowler. Is it 2012? Like I don't understand.
He played for the Spit. That gives him extra value.
Oh my God. Is there anyone else on your bait list? I don't want to hear this.
The last one, there was the last one I want to talk about, and this is an interesting one. It's Jacob Chychrun of the Ottawa Senators.
I don't think he's getting traded.
I agreed with you until today.
So why? When made you change your mind?
A report came out that talks have picked up with the market shrinking for defensemen.
That's true. The thing is, what people like about him though is because he makes nothing, and you can get 2 playoff runs out of him this year and next year.
Yeah. After that though, he's gonna want more money. And I don't know if he's worth more money.
It's basically a 2-year rental, probably whoever trades for him, if it's a contender.
Yeah, you have him for this year, you have him for next year, and then...
Yeah, see ya, pretty much. He's in free agency probably next year.
Up 30 points, it says here, and that can't be right. I'm pretty sure TSN's just stupid. He put up 30 points this year.
Has he
9
actually?
9 of them goals. Yeah.
Okay.
4.6 million for this year and next year. That's really not a bad contract.
Oh, that's nothing.
Sens fans have hated him, apparently, said he's abysmal on the ice. I just think that's the Ottawa Senators.
He's a weird player, though, a little bit.
It's a weird team.
That's the thing too. No one really is doing well on that team, right? So
That, yeah,
can you really say it's him?
I
Like I don't
we
know.
expected more from Ottawa, just like, the Devils,
Just
and
like
both have
Buffalo.
let us down. Yeah, just like Buffalo. But well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, hey, chat, if you have any questions regarding anything NHL related, my life, Henrique's life, whatever else, feel free to leave them.
Yeah, it's time for
And
questions.
we can answer where we think Chikrin is gonna go, if he stays, whatever, while we get some questions in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he had to get traded, I'm trying to think of what team. I mean, I don't know. I mean, anyone could use him. He's a great player.
Yeah.
Maybe Florida. I don't know. But if they can make that work, 'cause, I mean, obviously he doesn't make that much money. I know Florida has like no cap, so
Yeah. I'm gonna say Detroit, because I think it'd be hilarious.
that'd be huge. I mean, that'd be really huge.
Trade for DeBrincat. Trade DeBrincat to Detroit. Trade for Chikrin.
Yeah,
trade
you
Chikrin
guys just
to
love trading
Detroit.
with each other, all in division. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, I mean, apparently Eisman wants to make a big splash. There's been a lot of news about Eisman, like a lot of rumors, of rumors saying
you kind of
Detroit
should.
wants to do
I mean,
something.
you want to make the playoffs. It's been a while. You should reward the fans and the team with a nice acquisition, I think.
I think it'd be really interesting. With Larkin getting hurt, though, apparently there was like Casey Middlestat discussions, and it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that'd be interesting. I mean, he's a good player, too.
I would love to get... imagine like a 1-2 punch of Larkin Middlestat.
It's not
Larkin
bad.
Comes back. That'd be very helpful. I don't know if I see it.
Yeah.
And like, we're already really small on forward. Middlestat's not exactly massive either. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
So, I don't know. But I just hope Detroit does some fun stuff this week so I can make videos.
Exactly. Does Ryan Hartman get traded? I mean, is he a free agent? I don't even know.
I don't know anything about Ryan.
Didn't he just get extended, or am I wrong? I thought he got like a pretty nice extension. Maybe I'm thinking
he
of
is
someone else.
not even in the top 45 of the trade list here.
Hartman, let me see. Okay, Hartman just signed his extension like this year.
I'm gonna assume that he's probably not getting.
He's not free agent until 2028.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that he's not gonna be.
No, there's no point of trading him. He just signed him.
But hey, I mean, worth talking about.
I don't think at least, but Tarasenko, that's a good one.
Easy trade for the Florida Panthers.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
100%. I said that in the video too, though.
Right. Yeah, I don't know where to go, honestly, Tarasenko. I mean, I can see that. That does feel like a good fit, though. It does. I could see Boston maybe for Tarasenko. I could see it.
They need centers more than anything.
They need scorers though. I feel like they don't really have anyone.
Yeah,
DeBrusk's been brutal too. Even like
they don't have David Pastrnak.
Okay, one winger doesn't mean like that's it. Like it's solved.
I know, but like look at who's playing center. With Pavel Zacha getting hurt last night,
he's just not that good anyway. But
I don't care if he's not that good or whatever. They have no one playing center.
Have we discussed the extremely disappointing Devils yet? Have we discussed the Sharks never getting first overall and never getting out of a rebuild? Oh, yeah.
We have discussed the Devils. We have. We have discussed the Devils. But yeah, I mean...
I'm not bitter. I mean, Devils are a good team, I know, in the future here. I mean, they had last year. They proved that they obviously can be a good team when they actually get goaltending, so...
Last year, my team was good. That means they're good!
I mean, they had 111 points.
The past is the past. We're living in the present.
It's the same team, outside of just their defense was changed and their goalies regressed.
The same team that sucks.
All right. And we also missed our number one defenseman the whole year. All right? Enough. Dougie would help a lot, so...
Dougie would absolutely help. Would he change the Tide for an additional 20 points?
20? No. He probably... Another, like, you're telling me 6 or 8 points? Like, they'd be in the hunt still, I'd say, if he was playing the whole year. Like, you're telling me a guy that put up 77 points, whatever it was last year, wouldn't, like, give them a few more standing points. Like, he would have.
Right, but how many points did you have last year?
The team as a whole.
Yes.
111.
And you're probably going to finish where?
Probably, like, in the 80s.
87. Yeah. So an additional 20 points is what I'm saying. You make up from Dougie Hamilton missing.
I don't talk about the Devils anymore, okay?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This shouldn't be happening this year. They're better than this, obviously. I mean, like they were in that year, 21-22. I was right, and then the next year they had the best year ever. I mean, I know what this team is capable of. It was just a stupid year. That's all it was.
They're definitely capable of more.
Obviously,
I think we can all agree on
like
that.
they should be a playoff team. Like you're telling me the roster is good enough, obviously.
Dude, if the Wings can make the playoffs and they have a chance to play, anyone can make the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, no offense, but like obviously there are some pretty average teams that make the playoffs. I think like some years. Like you're telling me the Predators. The Predators are way better than the Devils. Or not? Come on.
I mean, they're not in the same division or conference, so they only play each other twice throughout the year, so we'll never know.
Well, I'm just saying they're just not a good team in reality. The Predators, I think.
Ilya Lyubushkin expected to play.
Well, that's good at least. Does Thrash think Berggren is gone? You do, right?
Yes, 100%. I think that Detroit's going to trade Berggren. See, the thing is, like, 2 different GMs have come out and said anonymously to Emily Kaplan and somebody else that they expect Yzerman to make a big move that nobody suspects. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, what does that actually mean, though?
He's done that the last few years, the Hronek trade, the Bertuzzi trade.
Yeah.
Well, not Bertuzzi, sorry, the Hronek trade and the Mantha trade.
Right.
But what does that mean? Right? What's coming? Jonathan Berggren for Noah Hannafin, and Berggren, obviously, you add, but, like, what is it going to be? Airplane, I don't know what that is.
I guess he means a stream, maybe, right?
I mean, maybe, but why did you spell it with an exclamation mark?
It's a W. I like it. Yeah, we fleeced Detroit on that one. Matt Dumba and Keller to the Devils in exchange for Holtz, Meyer in a second. That is such a dumb trade for both teams.
I don't know if y'all fleeced Detroit on that one. We ended up with Sebastian Cossa out of that.
Yeah, and he's been pretty good, right?
He's been really good.
Blackwood? Yeah, the guy that literally can't stay healthy at all. Why would they have Blackwood? That would be like... I love it, though. I hate Blackwood. He's just terrible. And the reason why, because they gave him every chance to succeed last year. We had our most wins in franchise history, and he was still terrible. And he got hurt all the time. Yeah, no, we gave up on him too quick. Like, we gave him every chance to succeed all the time. This guy didn't get vaccinated. He had all these problems. There was all this drama. And guess what? We kept starting him. We kept trotting him out. And guess what? He sucked. So, there you go.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm playing Spyro the Dragon while my parents yell at each other in front of, like,
he's an 899 save percentage. That is terrible. If you're under 900, that's not good. You're not good.
Thank you for watching Hockey Ultimate Talk. I'm sorry for the rant.
Wait! A few more minutes. There's a few more questions I think people have. Who do you think the Jets will pick up before the deadline, or will they even pick up anybody?
No one. They literally said today that they're not doing it.
And they already got Monahan, so...
Yeah.
Probably not.
They said that they expect them to do next to nothing heading into the deadline.
Yeah, we bashed the event, everyone.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I don't know why.
Best event of the year.
Yeah, Penguins selling who's going. Gensel for sure.
Gensel.
I guess Carter, right?
They said Rust isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, he's not a free agent. And it's pretty funny. They'll trade Gensel, but not Rust. When Rust, to me, is so injury prone, too. Smith might get traded, too, right? I don't know if you saw that.
Hopefully they trade Caulfield, Suzuki, everyone else, and start a rebuild with actual good players.
What the hell? Why are you hating on them so much?
Husky, we did talk about Mantha earlier in the video. I forget what we said, though. What did you say for Mantha?
Mantha? I think it's at Hurricanes, right?
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. We did talk about that earlier.
Thoughts on how you both follow poverty franchises? Again, Thrash, BT's a Canadians fan, by the way. Canadians fan saying this.
You know what's really interesting? I think the difference between you and me, though, is that, like, when someone's like, haha, Detroit bad, I'm like, yeah. And when someone's like, haha, Devils bad, you're like, no, they're not. Take it back. So, like,
because I'm a passionate fan. I support my team to the end, you know? And I know what the team's capable of, though, you know?
Yeah, so
I do.
Jesus.
The Jets relocating, they're not going to get relocated.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen.
Like, it would take many years of, like, bad attendance. Like, just one bad year, I don't think, is all of a sudden they're relocating.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they're gone, but, like, I don't think it's going to be for a long while.
Yeah. Rangers is interesting. Henrique and Vetrano, imagine. Kakko gone, imagine. If you actually trade for Vetrano and Henrique, you're definitely losing Kakko.
Oh, 100%.
I think they're losing Kakko regardless, honestly. Like, they're going to trade him, probably. That's what it feels like.
Maybe, but, like, maybe.
I mean, if you want to actually, like, get a big move here, I don't know.
Berggren for Kakko. There it is.
That'd be such a fleece. For the Red Wings, I think.
I don't know, man. Berggren's putting up, like, ridiculous numbers in the AHL. I know it's the AHL, but...
Yeah. Arizona
ass?
to Utah. I mean, yeah, probably. Don't tell Deke Slayer.
What- yeah, I feel bad for Deke. If that's the case. Like, if something happens, if they do move,
Yeah, that's the first person I'll think of, literally.
I don't give a shit about the franchise. I don't give a shit about the
Oh,
players. I
yeah.
don't care about anything. But I would feel bad for Deke.
I 100% agree. Like, I have no, like, care for that team except for Deke.
Oh, 100%.
That'd be a W Kodak.
So I got to
You do, Mr. Reed.
gotta say something here.
What's up?
I gotta go soon.
Of course.
If you guys are looking for something to do that's not NHL 24 related, there are 2 demos on the PlayStation Store available right now: Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I highly suggest trying them out. It's free for the first 2 hours of each game, and 7 Rebirth might be the best game I've ever played.
I know you've been enjoying it a lot.
Not exaggerating. It's
Hashtag
the biggest
ad.
game I've ever seen. Hashtag ad. I wish. All right. They gave me a copy of a game a few years ago, and I was so happy, and they didn't give me one for this one. So I had to fork up the money.
You guys are my lights in this dark ocean of darkness. That's deep. What the hell?
Who said that?
Mondor in the chat. Fleury's not getting traded, confirmed. Airborne.
Yeah, Fleury's not going anywhere. Larkin gets traded to the Devils for Nico.
Like,
I think I'd pass on that, honestly.
I mean, I would too. I don't want Larkin. He's old. You like that? He's like 27,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's old as shit.
Kako will break out not playing with shitty Mika and Kreider. Okay. Doesn't Kreider have like 30
you know
goals?
what? I wouldn't want to be on a line with someone like Mika Zibanejad and Chris Kreider.
I mean, Kako, he's got to just like shoot the puck more, really.
There's no success on that line whatsoever. There's no points to be had. Riley Smith, I think I said earlier. Where did I say he was going earlier?
You didn't say it, I don't think, on the
No,
podcast.
sorry, in my video I mentioned him.
Oh.
I don't remember. He's getting traded somewhere, probably. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah. Our Carson's not getting traded. Okay, no, he's not going anywhere. Vetrano,
Yeah, right.
Vetrano could fit. I mean, Vetrano's probably going to the Rangers, yeah. Like, that probably is going to happen.
Just announced Theory of a Dead Man to play in Caesars Windsor. Wow, I'm not going. They sucked last year when I saw them. They're
really?
bad.
That sucks.
One of the only concerts I've ever been to where we left early.
So, like, what makes it, like, that you had to leave early?
It sounded like shit.
Really? Did anyone else leave?
I left early.
Yeah.
I saw Evanescence and left early because they were terrible. And I saw Theory of a Dead Man and I left early. They played with Skillet, which was awesome. And you would know a lot of their music. You just don't know the name of the band, but like if you heard the music, you would know it.
Yeah.
And then Saint Estonia, which is the singer from 3 Days Grace, his new band. So,
yeah.
We saw Skillet and Saint Estonia, and then midway through Theory, we
That's
left.
crazy. That's crazy to actually leave,
yeah.
but yeah, must be that bad, right?
Yeah.
Mika has 4 5v5 goals. That's pretty crazy. But still.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Hearing that, he still has more than Tristan Jarry, and that is.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You guys play LG? No, not anymore.
God, bro, could you imagine me and LG?
You never
I
ever
would be
did,
booted
right?
off the team immediately.
Like legit, you never did, right?
No, I'm terrible at this game.
Stop. Mika March, kids going to take off. Yeah, we'll see.
Mika to Detroit for a 4th.
Today against Florida, Shesterkin 50 save shutout. I don't know about that one. I mean, I really don't know about that one.
All right. On that note, guys, I'm getting out of here because I have to go shopping with my wife. It is 5 o'clock, and there's going to be brand new content here on the... No, there isn't. It's Monday.
I'm depressed again. Why'd you even have to bring that up?
Hey, if you're depressed about not being any content today, just remember the Devils probably play tomorrow, too, so you can be depressed about that, too.
Yeah, they play Florida.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I think you're right on this one, unfortunately.
I'm so damn sorry.
We're back in the lottery hunt.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you get lucky. Again, for the 15th time.
Wouldn't be surprised, right?
My light just shut off
that
on
was
its own.
scary. What the hell was
What
that?
on earth? Thanks for watching.